never get this excited when, talking to a fighter again, but when they're like, Mike, how are you? It makes me feel really good. Someone actually gives a damn about my day. So super excited. We're going to see her back inside the Bellator cage, taking on Arlene Blencowe on June 22nd in Dublin, Ireland. She's the one and only Sinead Kavanagh. Sinead, good to talk to you again.
What's up, Mike? All good.
So first and foremost, let's just get right into it. How excited are you about this matchup?
Good. It's a long way waiting from the rematch. It was 7 years ago. So 2017 was the first time we met. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And obviously, you're not the same fighter. She's not the same fighter. But when you're in training camp or when you're talking with your coaches, what are some things that you're able to look back on from 7 years ago, whether it be with her or within yourself, that you can help to use in this next fight?
Skill wise, for sure. Like I'm a skill, better boxer than Arlene. I think I've a lot of respect for Arlene. She's an amazing fighter. But I do think I'm better.
It's obviously going to be a big high stakes matchup, and you're fighting back in Ireland. I feel like I ask you this every time we talk. What does that mean to you, just to have this opportunity fighting in front of the home crowd? What does it mean to have them on your side?
It's great. Like it's what is it? It's 11 times Bellator's been in Dublin. I get to be a part of that one more again. And I love the crowds. It's great when you walk out to your home crowd, passion and like just like the emotions and stuff, and them cheering your name and the Irish flag waving, and yeah, it's one of them moments you'll never forget. Oh, so I'm looking forward to it.
So, I mean, I've always said it, and I need you to back me up because a lot of people could beat me up and tell me to shut up. But there's no better crowd than an Irish crowd, right? Like when it comes to a fight.
Absolutely, that's what we love to do. We were born to do it.
I
Fighting and
just
drinking. That's what we love.
I just think the atmosphere, the walkouts, the crowd being drunk, you guys fighting. I think it's just there's so much history, obviously, in Ireland and for Irish fighters, and going back to why so many Irish people are fighters. It doesn't come close for me. I don't know another place in the world where I'm like, you know what, they're a close second. I don't think it's a close second. But let's talk about just it's been a while since we've seen you fight. Obviously, the last one with Leah McCourt fell through. What's it been like during this waiting period for you?
Yeah, it was tough enough. Look at I knew that fight wasn't going to go ahead anyway. Like, obviously, it was for the crowd. For the fans. Like, it was a fan pleaser fight. Like, everyone wanted to see it a second time. It was that good. But deep down, I knew it wasn't going to happen. Like, she was not going to fight me again after the when I demolished her the first time around. So she shouldn't have put the pen to the paper because I knew it was going to happen. She knew it was going to happen. So she outdid me a fight and my time, really. So so we move forwards to this fight. So yeah, it's been like what 10 months since is it 10 months being out
Just
like.
about, yeah, since September.
So that's a bit of a pain in the ass, But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Do you think you ever will meet Leah McCourt back inside the Bellator cage?
No, I don't think she'll ever do it again. No, I don't think so. Like demolished her on one leg for 14 and 30 seconds. 14 minutes, 30 seconds on one leg, demolished her our own game. I don't think she will ever get in the cage with me again. I wish she would, but she won't.
I'm not saying you need to. Obviously, we know what you did in there. But, 2024, you're getting this fight in June. And I'm going to see if I can get you a little fired up for the rest of this interview because it has been a while. And I do think it's a disservice to you and your career when, you're put on the shelf or when we were waiting around for something to happen. We have this fight with you But could 2024 potentially line up for you to take like a revenge tour? Obviously, you've got Arlene first, and you know where I'm going with this, but is this a revenge tour in 2024?
Absolutely, I'm going down with that. That's pretty good. Cool. It's a good way to put it. Yes, Arlene, we click her off, tick, and then we can go for the cyborg fight. I'm all up for that. Because no, what better opponent is if you win Arlene? Like she's fought for the title 4 times, and she's an amazing fighter. You know, she's an amazing fighter. All respect for Arlene. But if I win this, when I win it, it's going to be the next. Absolutely, it's only one name in my sight, and that's Cyborg. You know.
You took the next question right from me. Now, she did a podcast this week and said, she has signed a contract to fight Larissa Pacheco. For you, and we don't know, right? It hasn't been announced. There's no details. We don't know what belt or if a belt will be on the line for you. Do you just want Cris Cyborg because of the history between you two, her legacy, your legacy, or would you take whoever wins that fight?
Whoever wins the fight, whoever's holding the title, that's it. Give me it. I want my hands on it. Like I want to be world champion. Like that's the pinnacle of my career. Going to be on my career if I'm world champion, and I do want to have that in SPG. For all them years of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, I would love to have that title.
Well, I think for the sake of yourself, the sake of someone like me who loves talking and enjoying your fights, your fans, I think it should go Arlene and Cris because I think that's a perfect. It's just a perfect chapter at this stage of your career, right? The revenge tour. I think there'd be nothing better. With this time off, there was obviously the purchase of PFL, but you stayed on the Bellator side. We've seen movement from both sides. Some who are on Bellator went to PFL and vice versa. I know, you just talked about the title and what it would mean to your career. If you were able to go in and achieve all that by the end of 2024, would a jump over to PFL ever be on the table for you?
Absolutely. Like why not? You know, it'd be great if they had that £1 million tournament for the women. Sign me up right there. Like what's you can have 3, 4 fights in a year? Who wouldn't want that? Absolutely, I'd be up for that.
And so it's safe to say that like a perfect road dream case scenario for you moving forward is Arlene Cyborg. You've got the Bellator belt. If you have the Bellator belt, you'll likely be on the champs pay-per-view that they did earlier this year if they do another one in 2025, and then you'd be open to joining PFL in 2025.
Yes, absolutely. Let's not get ahead of ourselves for a second. Get with let's get Arlene over there and
Yeah,
let's
I don't want to get too far ahead. I'm just laying out a path because I think, fans and everyone alike needs to be excited for what you have, ahead of you. Arlene is
yeah,
a great fighter, like you said. And
yeah.
then that opens up a load of opportunities. But in this kind of transition time with Bellator going and joining and merging with PFL, you kind of see just where this promotion or where both companies focus their attention as fighters first. I feel like they've always been that. Bellator's always been there, gotten behind you. Have you noticed any changes with the merger?
No, absolutely not. Everyone's still family orientated. Absolutely love working with Bellator. There's a few new faces, I think, but like I haven't personally met them yet, but like I'm hoping to meet them and yeah, and everything to go well. I have to say nothing different.
Well, I'm excited.
Except the graphics are
Well,
better.
and here in the States, for those who don't know, and forgive me because I can't keep up with all the TV providers, but I know here in the States, fans will be able to watch the Bellator event live on Max streaming service. I believe it may be DAZN for those in Europe. I'm not sure, and in Ireland, I'm not sure, but
Yeah, there's the media. It's
Virgin
Virgin Media.
Media for
Yeah.
Bellator. I seriously cannot wait for this. I think they do a great job on the production here with Max. I think it's a little more well lit. I think just nerd stuff that guys like me pay attention to. But uh, focusing on Arlene coming into this fight, she's got to come over to your home crowd, and there's so much at stake. What should the fans expect in this fight between you two?
Oh, there's gonna be some digs thrown. Like, I reckon it's gonna be like protect yourself at all times because like there's gonna be some bombs. Like, Arlene is a tough cookie, and so am I. So yeah, it takes a lot for us to go down. So yeah, explosive punches are powerful.
I can't wait. It's going to be a fan's delight. Let me ask you this. We talked about your plan. We talked about all that, right? But I'll ask you straightforward. Do you believe Cris Cyborg ever fights, in Bellator again outside of this Larissa Pacheco fight?
Uh, yeah, why not? I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. I don't. So yeah, I think she would. Would you not?
I mean, I know she had voiced some frustration over how long it's taken her to get a fight, but if now the Larissa fight, but I think it's also a testament to what if you go in there and do what you plan to do against Arlene, you kind of send a message like you have to come fight, like so
Yeah,
I'm the one
definitely.
here. So I think you can send a serious message not only to the division but to the champ. And I'll ask as a fan of yours, you ever gonna come fight in the States?
I have a few times. But yeah, I'm hoping. Hopefully, yeah, we can go again. I love America. Like I'm going to America actually for Connor's fight in Vegas. So after mine, I'll be flying over there. I absolutely love America. So yeah, hopefully I get another fight there soon. I'm always up for that fighting there.
Damn it, Sinead. I was trying to do a whole interview without bringing him up, especially right now. But all I'm going to say is I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to do any BS, right? Because that's not how I interview. But if your flight is still booked to go to Vegas for Connor's fight, I guess everything's good. And that's all I'm going to say. Too many people, I know too many people you could do interviews with right now who would be poking and looking for answers from you. I'm not going to do that. All I'm going to say is if your flight is still booked to Vegas, then everything's fine.
I'm, I'm still going.
um, on that note, we've talked about fighting in Dublin. We've talked about, SBG and all that. I think over the years, we've seen so much growth from Irish MMA fighters like yourself who represented so well, but we've seen really SBG and John Kavanagh put a stamp, a concrete stamp on just everything that they do. You've been around, you've seen, the scene grow. What does SBG and Coach Kavanagh mean to you specifically?
How I would not be doing what I do and making a living out of this sport without that man. That man is from the bottom of my heart is I love him so much. Like he's a father figure and has looked after me from day one. He's given me the talent and the knowledge to do what I love. And he's behind me all the way. Absolutely love him.
Well, here we are. We are just a couple weeks away. Bellator Champion Series, June 22nd, live from Dublin, Ireland. Sinead Kavanagh, you're not going to say it because you're focused on one fight at a time, but I'm going to say it, and that's how I'm going to write it. You begin your revenge tour with Arlene Blencowe in this fight on June 22nd in front of the home crowd, and we know what would be next. I can't wait to see it. I wish I was cool enough and rich enough to go to Vegas for the Connor fight. I am not. So I won't be able to see you there, but I will be watching. The world will be watching when you take on Arlene Blencowe. Thank you so much for giving me your time. It's always great to talk to you, and I can't wait to see you back inside the Bellator cage.
That's great, Mike. Thanks, Mel.